Hello everyone, welcome back to another Pokemon the series Gold and Silver episode talk. So in this episode we have Gligar, baby, yes indeed, one of my personal favorites. Anyway, the gang is going through the forest and they hear a noise and it's a Gligar. Big fan of Gligar, don't worry Ash, one of these days is going to be yours as well. However, then they fall into the Team Rocket hole and Team Rocket fills it with water and Ash wants to use Pikachu, but yeah, water and electricity, not a good match. However, Gligar saves Togepi who falls into the water, and then Gligar Man is here, and Gligar attaches itself to Jesse's face, and Meowth tries to scratch it off, but instead Gligar lets go, and Jesse gets scratched in the face by Meowth, and then Team Rocket gets taken care of. So then Gligar Man jumps out of the tree, however, did not necessarily gracefully, lands on, his behind, on the floor, which was actually kind of funny, and then he gives the gang a Gligar whistle or something like that, a whistle to call him, and then afterwards he rides off on his Gligar bike, or Glybike, or I don't know what you call it. Afterwards, a woman arrives on a bicycle named Latoya, and she's here looking for Gligar Man, who was here. She's like, I'm so sorry, but it's like, don't worry about it, he rescued Togepi, so he did something good, yay, and she will not reveal his secret identity, and then she rides off. So we go into town, and apparently there's a big store who has merch of Gligar Man, and they go inside, and Brock recognizes the voice, and it's like Latoya again, and there we also meet a man who's named Mr. Parker, and he shows us a video of Gligar Man, and Ash is like, that didn't look like the guy who rescued us. Kinda looks like a different person. It's like, well, yeah, about that, yeah. He doesn't have muscles, the one that rescued us. But then he's like, it was years ago, okay? Shut it. And then afterwards, Misty thinks that Parker is Gligar Man, which turns out to be true. Also, Team Rocket are going to be the villains of the episode. I mean, actual villains, like comic book villains, costumes and all. Jesse has this, I don't know, black arachnid-like costume. And then James and Meowth become Metapods. So then we go to the Gligar mansion, where we get the backstory of how Gligar Man came to be, and that is the fact that back in the day, Parker tried to sell some action figures that he made, but they did not really sell at all, so he dressed up as Gligar Man in order to sell the figures, and well, that became a thing. It's as simple as can be. Also, Parker thinks that Ash should replace him when the time comes, because his daughter doesn't want to be taking up the mantle. So then Brock volunteers, but he's like, let me take care of your daughter, and also Gligar Man, I'll become Gligar Man. And then Latoya is like, Brock, you kidder, and then he just gets his heart broken. Also, Gligar is rude to the new people because of the fact, I don't know why, but he's just a prick. He doesn't even really explain himself. It's like, why are you rude? It's like, I don't know. However, the city then blows their whistle and there is trouble. So we have to go. So Ash and Gligar Man head off, and it's Team Rocket who have attacked the store. So then Gligar fights against James. Meanwhile, Meowth gets into a Spinnerack machine and webs Ash and Gligar Man, and then takes them outside, hangs them up, and wants basically to reveal Gligar Man's secret identity to the city in order to ruin his reputation, something like that. However, the people at the store already know, and also for some reason Butch is working there as well, because I recognize that voice. But don't worry about that, because there's someone new here to save us, and it's Gligar, boys. Yes indeed. God, the woke crowd never stops. Now they feminize Gligar Man. Easy joke to make. But anyway, I will say this. I like the name more. Glygirl works way better than Gligar Man. It's too long, okay? Glygirl. It works really well. Big fan of the name. I will say that. I wrote in my notes before her name was revealed, Gligar Girl or Gligar Woman. Like, I wrote down Gligar Girl, but it could have been Gligar Woman. But no, it's Glygirl. I was like, that's so much better. But anyway, she commands Gligar, after Gligar recognizes that it's her, to rescue Ash and Gligar Man. And then afterwards, he goes back to beating up James, because why wouldn't he? So then Pikachu sabotages the Spinnerack robot, which then walks over to Team Rocket, and then boom goes Team Rocket. Goodbye. And then afterwards, there's a little bit of infighting between the two about who's gonna be the main superhero, and Ash like, maybe you should work together. And they think that's a good idea, so that is going to be the future, and that's how the episode ends. And to be honest, I like superheroes. I like Gligar. This is a Gligar episode about superheroes as well. How can I not like this? Big fan. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section down below. With that being said, thank you all so very much for watching, and I do hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like button, subscribe if you're new, if not so already, turn on notifications. Don't forget to check out the Let's Play channel, link in the description and at the end of the video. And I'll see you guys next time for an episode full of wool. Bye.